What's up? Muscle up. You know how we do it over here. Nothing but car talk. Go to muscleupdetailspray.com, pick you up some merch, some detail spray, a hat, and represent. Over here, I talk about nothing but cars and my car passion and car related stories. And I got a story for you guys. Thieves steal 4 classic cars from storage facility. Now this happened in Tulare, California, and Tulare is close to Fresno. And you know, whenever you take your cars to shops or different places, you gotta always do your homework on the security, how they store the cars, and accessibility to your vehicle that is being stored. Now, especially these days, automotive enthusiasts worry about thieves swiping their rides, think their car theft rates continually on the rise. For some, plenty of home security and vigilance provides some peace of mind, but others turn to secure storage facilities, believing those will stop criminals. Sadly, some classic car owners in Tulare, California learned the hard way that that's not necessarily true after these pilfered a storage facility, making off with 4 vehicles. So yeah, man, you know, I've been to some garages and some facilities that actually store very expensive cars, and the security system is top notch, cameras everywhere. The cars are on lifts, motion detectors. You can't make a move when this place is closed without getting the cops alerted, you know. And those are the type of places you want to invest in if you're going to put your classic car that's worth some bread in there, because if you just put it in a regular spot with a lock and a chain or something like that, man, you are subject to get your car stolen, especially these days where crime doesn't really matter. You steal something, man, and you get a slap on the wrist. So according to a local report, the stolen classics cars are a 1930 Ford Model A Coupe, 1965 Chevy Impala, 1934 Ford Cabriolet, and a 1969 Chevelle. Apparently the first 2 cars were in mint condition, while the Chevelle was in the midst of a restoration. The Model A was featured in Rod and Custom magazine back in the day, and all were stolen the week of September 12th. Instead of just hitting the storage facility once and getting all 4 classic cars, these thieves went back repeatedly for several days, taking their time. That probably means the first theft was a crime of opportunity, unplanned, and once the guys learned how easy it was, they kept coming back for more. These thieves were bold and sloppy. Security cameras captured them loading the stolen classics right in plain view from passerby on city streets. Hopefully some witnesses who spotted the activity and probably thought it was legit come forward and help supply additional details. According to the owner of the Ford Model A, Don Dillard, witnesses claimed they saw it in Visalia not long after it was stolen. He believes that these are in pickle because all 4 classics are unique and well known among the car community in California. Of course, there's a possibility they might transport them to different market, so we want to spread the word. If you know anything about these stolen cars, of the people who took them, call Tulare Police or Crime Stoppers. So this is the thing about classic cars and VINs and stuff like that, man. You got to be careful because these guys will try to possibly even do a part switch where they take a car and they have another car that's the same year, different VIN, and they swap the parts out. And then now the car that was stolen is just a shell, and they've restored a car off of stolen parts, which you can't really, it's hard to track the parts. You know, you could track the engine. Hopefully if you have an engine that has a serial number and you can show where you purchased that motor or whatever the case may be. But if you don't have any identifying major parts like an engine or transmission, and then you have to try to figure out, okay, what Chevelle or did it go into? You'd have to kind of have an idea. But the good thing is, like you said, in the car community, people know certain cars Like if I seen somebody in my green Chevelle, I would have to split their wig. I would know that's my car, man. You know, or if I seen somebody in, you know, the wig splitter Porsche, I know that's my Porsche. So certain cars, you know, are yours. So these cars would have to go South America over to Africa somewhere, because, you know, they do transport a lot of these cars out of the country. You know, Africa, Nigeria, they have a big stolen car market. I've heard about, you know, dudes shipping cars with their containers. Some of the Asian countries, Philippines, different little spots that are small, they do little weird stuff like that. South America, the same way. But you got to be careful, man. And, you know, a lot of times dudes are scouting easy targets to try to get these cars. You know, they know that the cars aren't as secured before they, whatever job is finished on them, so they get them before they get somewhere where they're a little more secure. You got to watch out for that. And, you know, it's just something that goes down, you know, and these guys did it broad daylight. So that tells you right there, they knew that wherever the cars were, they weren't under much scrutiny. You know, I mean, they had cameras there, but they didn't care about that. So be on the lookout for these cars. I know these guys are hurting. I know if I woke up one day and found out my car was gone, I would be pissed. I'd be doing everything I could to find out who took it. And, you know, it's just like Gone in 60 Seconds, man. I mean, the car game now, man, it's just, dude, it's open season. You know, you see what's going on around the world, man. People are stealing, selling stuff on the market, stripping down parts. And like I said, that's a big thing. I actually went one time into O'Reilly's. I had a 71 Camaro, right? I went in there to buy something. Do you know, between the time I went in there to buy, I can't remember what it was, some spray or something for my car or tool, somebody took my side mirrors off my car, and I actually had the car sold. I had just got it out the paint shop, got the side mirrors. Somebody stole my side mirrors, man. Somebody stole my side mirrors off my car in the parking lot. You know, that's the thing, man. Classic cars, certain parts, you know, the way parts are right now, trying to get parts is hard. A lot of these parts aren't manufactured anymore. People are scandalous, man. You got to be careful. And this was in the parking lot of O'Reilly's, broad daylight. Somebody had a screwdriver and whatever and took it right off my car, man. I came out, no side mirrors. So watch out, man. If you run into a store, you think your car, you don't need to lock it or this and that, dude, be on top of your game, because there's a lot of scandalous fools out there in this car game. And I'm telling you, man, they scouting cars for parts. If you got a really crazy engine in your car, they'll try to steal it with certain wheels. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of corners being cut. So watch yourself. And, you know, your plate numbers and stuff in your car, people are tracking where your cars are parked at. Just be conscious of that stuff when you're filming a lot of these videos, putting your cars out there, you know, and just be safe, man. Because like I said, I know restoring a car, man, you put a lot of time and sweat and equity in that thing, and to have it taken from you, it's like losing part of your life, man. So just a heads up, watch out for those cars out there in Tulare and Vasaya and that little area that's up by Fresno, you know, that little pocket up there. So, hey, dude, I hope you find your cars. Muscle up. Go to muscleupdetailspray.com and pick you up some merch.